You know, guys, I really thought that this was over. I really thought that this was going to be the end of this Jake Paul versus MMA saga. I thought possibly the next MMA fighter that he was going to box, if he were to box one, was going to be Anderson Silva. But considering how the masses wanted it, because Anderson Silva will, can actually box and is an actual striker who could expose Jake Paul on many technical levels, Jake wasn't going to take that fight because he knew he'd lose. So I thought that he was going to fight inexperienced boxers now or go back to high-level influencers. But nope. Out of nowhere, Tommy Fury has to pull out of the Jake Paul fight, and now we have Tyron Woodley versus Jake Paul too. Now, honestly, let's not pretend like us as MMA fans we won't watch the rematch. Yes, we will. Because although the fight started off boring the last time, it ended very electric, with a lot of us being frustrated with Tyron Woodley because, the way Tyron Woodley fights. And I already know what's going on and what you guys are thinking. I already know what you as MMA fans are thinking. Does Tyron Woodley stand a chance, and is Tyron Woodley going to beat Jake Paul this time around? To be honest, you guys, just like the last fight, it is just up to Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley, if he was to let his hands go and to actually try to fight Jake Paul and be aggressive, yes, he could have finished Jake Paul in my opinion. When he had him rocked up against the ropes, he could have finished him right then and there. But Tyron, for some reason, he is just a one-shot cannon. Right hand. And he does not let it go unless he sees the, quote, perfect opportunity, which hardly ever comes. So my opinion on this fight being remade and the outcome of this fight, to be honest, I think it's the same scenario. I think it's literally the same fight. I just don't see a knockout happening from either guy. If there is a knockout that's going to happen, it's going to be Jake Paul getting knocked out by Tyron Woodley. By Tyron Woodley landing one of those flush overhand rights and then sending Jake to the canvas. If Jake gets rocked, don't expect Tyron to go in there and finish him with crazy shots. Although Tyron Woodley is really feeling the pressure this time. He's really feeling like, oh my gosh, my MMA fans were upset with me last time because I didn't let my hands go. So we could see Tyron Woodley come out like a bat out of hell the same way he did against Vicente Luque. And assuming if Jake has made a little bit of progress with his boxing, he's probably going to land something flush and put Woodley down literally in the same scenario that Luque did. But if I'm being honest, you guys, it's like, I just don't see Jake Paul doing it. I just don't see Jake Paul knocking out or finishing Woodley because both guys really just don't throw the proper way to knock each other out in boxing. I mean, if you really watch that fight, the first fight, Jake Paul got tired by the fourth round, and then his technique was just completely sloppy after that. Over looping right hands and left hands and check hooks that were even looping and sloppy looking. The footwork was just not there. The head movement damn near disappeared. I mean, this guy really is just not that good. And I know I sound like a hater saying that, but I just know the sport of boxing and I know the sport of combat sports, period. Jake Paul is not good. He's not good at all, to be honest. And if you look at the fight with him versus Fury on paper, you would look at that fight and you would say that Tommy Fury was going to splatter Jake Paul all over the ring. But it's just that Tommy Fury has never been on a stage like that. And this just shows me that Jake Paul is just a master marketer. I mean, he's a master promoter. Because you look at the fight on paper, Tommy Fury should splatter Jake Paul. Because he's just a way better sound boxer. I mean, he's so better technically, better fundamentals, better footwork, better everything. Damn near better everything. But the guy just has never fought on a world stage. And that was gonna be the reason why he lost if he were to lose that fight. But Tyron Woodley has been there, done that, and has fought Jake Paul already. So if there's gonna be a knockout in this fight, it's gonna be Woodley knocking out Paul. Could it happen? Sure. Is it going to happen? Honestly, probably not, you guys. If anything, Jake probably wins another decision in the same manner. Just outboxing Woodley for 8 rounds again. Probably getting tired again, but this time probably a little later, and just winging, looping right hands and check hooks and basically being sloppy all the way to another decision. But am I excited for it? Sure, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. You don't know the build up and all this kind of stuff. That is probably the thing I am least excited for, is the freaking build up. I just am not excited for the shenanigans this time. I didn't really enjoy them last time. I'm definitely not going to enjoy them this time. But not trying to crap on this event. Does Tyron Woodley have a chance? Absolutely. Is he going to pull it off? Likely not. But, you know, how poetic would it be? Woodley finally gets his rematch after all the shenanigans, got the tattoo, and all this other kind of BS, and he knocks out Jake Paul in under 3 rounds. How crazy would that be? And then we have a trilogy on our hands. Boy, is combat sports crazy, and this is why combat sports is must-see TV over any other sports promotion. But let me know what you guys think. Double upload today. I got a video on Oliveira versus Poirier coming out probably after this. It's been your boy Trippy, and I'm out, man.